This is CS 124 Lesson 4.3 Instructional Video. Today we will be learning how to write a program that accepts pass parameters from the command line, and we will go over jagged arrays. Up to this point, you should already know how to write a function, how to pass by value and by reference, how to declare a pointer, how to pass a pointer into a function, and you should be able to declare a multidimensional array. Most operating systems allow you to pass parameters into your program when the program starts. You've already used this, although you may not realize it. Here are some examples. In this first one, submit acts as the program, and project 4 is being taken in as a parameter. In your second example, the change directory command, or CD, is taking submitted homework as a parameter. It uses submitted homework as a parameter to tell it which directory it should be changing to. We're going to learn how to do this in our programs. In order to accept parameters, we must change main to use a certain syntax. Parameters into the program are passed into main. This code is pretty cryptic, so let's break it down and try to understand what argc and argv do. Argc is the first parameter in our modified main. It tells the program how many arguments are going to follow. In this example, argc would be 4 because there are 4 inputs: a.out, 1, 2, and 3. Argc is the proper syntactical name for this argument. However, you can name it whatever you like, as long as it is still of type int. argv is of char type, and it always holds an array of C strings. In this case, our example gets read into the array so that spot 0 in the array holds our first command, which is a.out. Spot 1 will hold the command 1, etc. argc is used to initialize this array, so the size of the array is equal to the size of argc. If argc is 5, there are going to be 5 items in argv. Note that the double asterisks indicate a pointer to a pointer. These are both equivalent notations for argv. Let's implement this into our code. We will start by coding example 1 from your reading. The first thing we need to do is modify our header in main to include argc and argv. Next, we're going to be looking for 2 parameters. We can do this by checking the value of argc. If our if statement doesn't return true, then we got our desired input and we have at least 2 parameters. This line indicates that we would like to see the parameter contained in the first spot of our argv array. When we only run with a.out, the program tells us that it expected a parameter. Let's give it what it was looking for. And there we see it read in hello is our parameter. Using command line parameters has many practical applications, including getting file names or number of items you need to use. Now we'll take just a second to talk about jagged arrays. You've worked with two-dimensional arrays up to this point, so you understand that you can have an array of arrays. A jagged array is an array where the arrays it contains aren't always the same size. You can see here we've got two strings, one which is short and one which is long. Because they are uneven, the array looks jagged, hence the name. The argc and argv work very similar to a jagged array. As you can see here, we have a pointer to the a.out, which is the first parameter, and we have another pointer to our second parameter. In a way, this is an array. Today you should have become more familiar with the argc and argv commands, and you should be able to implement them in your code.